Hello everyone and welcome back to the WCG for this second innings of the first Better Beer Test match between Matt's 11 and Brendan's 11. It's been quite an enthralling battle so far, plenty of ebbs and flows in this one, and we've still got an innings to go, so you can be rest assured there's still plenty of drama to come in this opening test match. Here, as you can see on your screens, Brendan's 11 bowled out for 138 in their first innings, an overall lead of 43 runs. Skipper Brendan Scott top scoring with 36, and Michael Mabry chiming in with an important knock of 23, which has given the men in blue a decent lead as we look ahead to the second innings. If we take a look at the Brendan's 11 wickets to fall in their first innings, it was the skipper Brendan Scott who became Kay Cook's first wicket at the WCG with his first delivery no less, a beautiful delivery which decked back, and Matt's 11 had got their man. Joseph Airy would make his way to 10, and then he hit Mark Pasterfield over the fence with a ball that jumped at him. Severi was in an aggressive frame of mind from ball one, and on this occasion just got a ball that got big on him, and he couldn't keep it down, and he became the second Brendan's 11 wicket to fall. Henry Perenara became the next man to fall. He became Kay Cook's second wicket of the innings. The stand-in Blues vice skipper would make his way to 18 before being bowled by a full toss from Kay Cook, and he'd be disappointed to be dismissed with that one, but he became victim number 3 for the Blues. Riley Cornforth would make his way to 8 before he too hit one over the fence. This time it was the Green Machine vice skipper Hamid al-Bashar who struck on this occasion. Cornforth unfortunate at this one, striking the top of the net but falling on the wrong side from his point of view. McFarlane too would make his way to 8 on debut until he was skittled by a bullet from Harry Dean to become his first wicket of the new season. Set him up brilliantly with the 2 balls previously to that, and then slip one through to defences to pick up the 5th wicket for Matt's 11. 5 became 6 pretty quickly. Josh Bolling would make his way to 5 before he too was knocked over, this time by Mark Pasterfield, who picked up his second wicket for the innings. It was a good delivery here from Pasterfield, and the Blues were 6 for 91. Michael Mabry was the next one to go after a brilliant little cameo. He was stumped by Daniel Arnold, who just went behind the stumps the previous delivery. He began to jet off too early before making contact, and it was a good bit of fielding there from Daniel Arnold, and Mabry became the 7th wicket to fall with the score on 114. Peter Fowler was the next man to go for Brendan's 11. He was dismissed for 4 as he became the vice skipper's second wicket of the innings. There was a comical drop catch to the ball before, but it didn't affect the vice skipper, who was bang on the money with the next delivery. The Blues were 8 down. Costa Savas too made an important little cameo, but he became Kay Cook's 3rd wicket of the innings, getting a thick inside edge through to the keeper. Savas's first knock of substance at the WCG came to an end on 14. And it would be Troy Hayden who would become the final victim for Matt's 11, and the final victim for Kay Cook, who picked up 4 wickets on debut to finish with the best bowling figures ever for a debutant. So it'll be the Blues who will be the happier of the two sides as we look ahead to the second innings. They will take a 43-run lead with them. However, history has suggested in recent times that taking a lead into the second innings has accounted for very little. However, the Green Machine are going to have to bat well if they're going to set the Blues a decent total to chase. Here, the Green Machine skipper Matt White, who's the official groundsman at the WCG, is not happy with the conditions. You can see some raindrops falling, and it looks like they're going to get the covers on here at the WCG, which is not what we want to see. You can probably see from the previous camera angle that there were ominous signs in the sky, and it looks like we're going to have a slight delay here at the WCG. And you can see that White is particularly keen to get these covers on. He doesn't want this surface getting any wetter than it needs to, and unfortunately from a fan's point of view, the covers are coming on. So disappointing scenes from the WCG with the test match in such an intriguing position. However, we don't expect there to be too long of a delay. So hopefully before not too long, the covers can come off and we can get this action back underway. So you can see from that angle the skies are grey, and we expect a little bit of rainfall here in the next few minutes or so. As we take a look at where the match stands at present, Matt's 11 bowled out for 95 in their first innings. The Blues responding with 138. And just as we were about to get this second innings underway, the heavens have decided to open up. So the rain has set in here at the WCG, so we're going to have a slight delay. And hopefully before not too long, the rain will stop and we can bring you more action from this enthralling first test. So after a half an hour delay, we're ready to get this show back on the road. It's going to be Daniel Arnold who will get this second innings underway for the men in green. Was dismissed for 5 in his side's first innings. Can he get his side off to the perfect start in this second innings? So 43 runs the deficit, and as it was in the first innings, it's going to be Henry Perenara to get us underway with the ball. Here is his in now, and this one's a back of length delivery, and Arnold swivels and tucks his way off his hip onto the fence, and will scramble through for a single to get off the mark with the first delivery. So good positive stuff here from the Grey Machine. It's an inside edge onto his thigh, and the Grey Machine are away. Perenara to continue to Arnold in the first over. He's in now, this one's a full delivery outside the off stump, and Arnold opts to leave this one alone. So the deficit stands at 42 here for the men in green, who will be hoping they fare better with the bat on this occasion. Here's Perenara will continue again now to Arnold. This one's a full delivery, and I think this is a bit of a play and a miss here from Arnold, who's had a bit of a poke at this one. It's a full delivery. Oh, he's hung the bat out there, and he's fortunate. So a good start with the ball here from Perenara, as he'll continue again now to Arnold, who gets a thick outside edge onto the fence, and it runs away to the boundary. So that might have been a bit streaky there from Arnold, but it's 4 runs all the same. The Grey Machine no wicket for 5 in the first over. It's going to be Josh bowling to bowl the third over of the innings, as he comes in around the wicket here to Arnold. This one's a good delivery which grips and spins, and Arnold wisely leaves this alone. So a good bit of bowling there from bowling to begin with, who of course did dismiss Arnold in the first innings with a ball that went straight on. Who's bowling will bowl again now to Arnold. This one's a wider delivery outside the off stump, which grips and spins again, and Arnold again decides to leave it alone. So the Grey Machine no wicket for 5 in their second innings, trailing the Blues by 38 runs, as bowling will continue around the wicket here to Arnold in the third over. And this one's a good delivery. It's a fuller delivery this time, which grips and spins again. It's been a good over so far here from bowling, and he draws the strike there from Arnold, who's fortunate not to catch the edge. Bowling to continue around the wicket here to Arnold. Here he's in now. This one's a fuller delivery, and it's played down the ground, and it beats bowling off his own bowling. And that will be Daniel Arnold's second boundary of the innings. So he's got the Grey Machine away to the start they want. The deficit now reduced to 34. It'll be Joe Severi to bowl the fourth over of the innings. Here he's in now, and he begins with a wild delivery, which sails over the head of Daniel Arnold. Well, an uncharacteristic start there from Severi, and I'm not even sure if 2 of Daniel Arnold would have been able to get that. A genuine loosener there from the great man. Severi to continue to Arnold in the fourth over. He's in around the wicket once again, and there's a big appeal here from the men in blue, as this one looks to have slid down the leg side. Well, there's big conjecture here. The Blues can't believe it. Let's have a look at the replay. Nah, it looks like it's just flicked Arnold's leg. Looks a good decision. It'll be Riley Cornforth to bowl over the wicket now to Arnold. Here he's in now. It's a hooping in-swinger, and this cannot have missed the stumps by much. Well, it's a good one to begin with there from the youngster. This is hooped in, and this has just gone past the leg stump. Grey Machine no wicket for 11. As Cornforth will continue again now to Arnold. This one pops up on the leg side, and it just falls short there of Maybury at short mid-wicket. Here, was there a bit of bat on this? As we have a look, it's hard to tell on that angle, but the reaction from the Blues would suggest there might have been. Cornforth to continue to Arnold in the sixth over. Here he's in now. This one's another full in-swing and delivery, and it's punched down the ground from Arnold for his third boundary of the innings. Yeah, good bit of batting here from Arnold, who watched this closely, and he moves along to 13. The Grey Machine no wicket for 16 in their second innings, as Costa Savas will bowl the seventh over of the innings, and he's in now, and it's a full delivery which hits Arnold on the leg, and it's fielded by Michael Maybury for no run. So good this here from the Grey Machine opener. The deficit has been cut to 27, as Savas is in once again to him now. This one's a full toss, And the deficit has been cut to 21 now. That's Arnold's first maximum of the innings. It's a loose delivery here from the youngster, and it has been promptly dispatched. The Green Machine, no wicket for 22, as Peter Fowler will bowl the 8th over of the innings, and this one's a full delivery which beats Arnold outside the off stump. But the Green Machine opener is still there. Brilliant stuff this from Arnold, who's moved along to 19. The Green Machine 22 without loss. As Fowler is in once again to Arnold. This one's a back of a lane delivery, and they've lost their first wicket now. Arnold has pulled this over the fence, and he's copping some stick once again on the way out. But just as he was beginning to look comfortable at the crease, it's a loose delivery from Fowler, which he hasn't been able to get on top of, and he'll be disappointed with that one. The Green Machine 1 for 22. Well, that's a big wicket for the men in blue, who get the big wicket of Daniel Arnold, who is beginning to look comfortable. And that wicket now brings Harry Dean to the crease at number 2. Managed just 6 in his side's first innings, but history would suggest he fares much better with the blade in the second innings. So it'll be Peter Fowler, who has his tail up, to bowl to Dean for his first delivery, and it's a good delivery, bang on the money, and it's well defended by Dean back down the pitch for no run. So the Green Machine still trailing the Blues by 21 runs. Here is Fowler is in for the final delivery of the 8th over. Here he's in now, this one's a full delivery played away on the leg side, and it's well stopped from Savas to end with. It'll be Michael Mabry to bowl the 9th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Dean, and this one's a full delivery, and it hits Dean. I'm not sure if this has hit him on the leg. Here, there's an appeal here from the man in blue. It hits the body as just the knee and goes over the fence. Good decision from the umpire. Mabry to continue to Dean around the wicket. Here he's in now. This one's a good length delivery, and Dean pushes this on the fence and moves through for a single. So Dean off the mark in typical fashion. There's a good bit of fielding there from Fowler, but the throw went well wide. So Dean off the mark. The Green Machine 1 for 23 in their second innings. As Mabry's in once again to him now, and this one is a beamer. And thankfully it slides down the leg side, so it wasn't on target. And that'll have to be re-bowled. So the Green Machine trailing the Blues by 19 runs. As Mabry's in once again to Dean. This one's a good length delivery. Oh, he's got an edge through to the keeper. Mabry picks up the big wicket of Dean, who has to go for just one. And the Green Machine have lost their second wicket. Well, barring the no ball, it's been a pretty lethal over here from Mabry. That is a massive moment here in this second test match. The Blues pick up the big wicket of Harry Dean for just one, and it's 2 for 24. So the Green Machine still trail the Blues by 19 runs, and that wicket now brings Jake Kasatia to the crease at number 3. One of only 3 batsmen in the Green Machine first innings to make it to double figures, and a promotion up the order it is. And he'll have to contend with a fired-up Mickey Mabry, who goes around the wicket here to Kasatia, and that's a horrible delivery to begin with, as this one is pushed way down the leg side, and that'll be called a wide. So perhaps just too eager to send him down here. It's been a pretty quick over, to be fair, as Mabry will continue around the wicket here to Kasatia, and this one again slides down the leg side, but it's close enough to his body not to be called a wide. So the Green Machine 2 for 25 in their second innings, still trailing by 18 runs, as Mabry's in once again to Kasatia, who gets plenty of bat on this one, but it's well fielded there from Costa Savas, and it's a good field placing by the stand-in skipper Henry Perenara, who's got 3 on the leg side here for Kasatia, as this one's a full delivery and it's knocked him over. Mabry picks up 2 wickets in the over, and the Blues are on fire here. The experiment to put Jake Kasatia up the order has not worked on this occasion. It's another bullet from Mabry, who has for the most part produced a brilliant over to break this game open. And the Blues have the momentum in this first test match. Well, the Green Machine are struggling again here in their second innings, as that wicket now brings Joey Azer to the crease at number 4. He too was just dismissed for single figures in their first innings. Can he stand up with the blade now? So that was the end of the Mabry over. It's going to be Troy Hayden to bowl the 10th over of the innings, and he's in now and he begins with a good delivery, bang on the money, and Azer is solid in defence. A good bit of fit bar there from Severi. Twinkle toes showing that whatever Michael Johnson can do, he can do just as well. Here is Hayden, will continue around the wicket here to Azer, and it's a good length delivery, bang on the money once again, and Azer is solid in defence once again. So the Green Machine 3 for 25 in their second innings. They still trail the men in blue by 18 runs. As Hayden will continue around the wicket here to Asa in the 10th over. He's in now, this one's a short wide delivery and Asa has dispatched this brilliantly on the offside for his first boundary. So Asa often racing in impressive fashion. He has hammered that to the boundary. Hayden in for the final delivery of the 10th over. Here's in now, this one's a full toss and Asa has expertly pierced the gap here on the leg side for his second boundary of the innings. So he races along to 8 and the Green Machine 3 for 33 after 10. So an impressive start to his innings here from Asa, which is just what the Green Machine need at the moment. They're 3 for 33 in their second innings, still trailing the Blues by 10 runs. And the Green Machine are in desperate need of someone standing up with the blade. A testing time coming up with the Blues' main attacking weapons back on. It's going to be Henry Perenara to bowl his second over of the innings. As in now to Asa and he begins with a full toss. And Asa guides his way to the boundary once again for his third boundary of the innings. So an impressive start to his innings here from Asa, who was raced along to 12. So the deficit cut to single figures as Perenara goes around the wicket this time to Asa and it's a good delivery and it catches the outside edge and it's far enough away from the net as it's fielded by Riley Cornforth for no run. So the Green Machine 3 for 37, still trailing by 6 runs. So the test match in a precarious position at the moment. Here is Perenara, continue again now to Asa and this one's a good delivery, he tucks him up and drops on the onside for no run. So a good start here from Asa. They really need him to kick on here, do the Green Machine. As Perenara is into him once again around the wicket. He's in now, and this one's a good length delivery which leaves Asa slightly. That's a good one to end with there from Perenara. It's been a pretty decent over, but Asa survives. 3 for 37. It'll be Josh bowling to bowl the 13th over of the innings. As in now to Asa, and this one grips and spins and sits up, and Asa hammers this on the offside for his fourth boundary. Brilliant stuff here from Asa, who's away, and the deficit is cut to just 2. So Asa 16 not out. His bowling will continue again to him now around the wicket, and it's a good length delivery, and he rocks back on the back foot, and he hammers this on the offside, but it's well fielded by Joseph Airy there at mid-off. So the Green Machine 3 for 41 in their second innings. As bowling will continue again now to Asa, and this one's a short delivery. Oh, he hasn't got over the top of it. He's hit it over the fence. He becomes the 4th wicket down. That's a nightmare result here for the Green Machine. Asa, who is beginning to look very comfortable at the crease, has to go for 16. And the Blues pick up their 4th wicket with the deficit not erased. So a pivotal moment this of the test match, as that wicket now brings the Green Machine skipper Matt White to the crease at number 5. With his side still trailing by 2 runs, they need a captain's knock now more than ever. So he'll have to contend with Josh bowling, who has his tail up, who's into him now around the wicket. Who's in now, this one's a full delivery, and Scott and bowling are quite animated here. Well, I think they feel that this must have narrowly missed the leg stump. Oh, it did turn back a bit, didn't it? That angle a bit hard to judge though. It's going to be Joseph Airy to bowl the 14th over of the innings. As in now round the wicket here to White, and he begins with a shorter delivery wide outside the off stump, and White can only get a thick inside edge back to Saveri. Now the Green Machine 4 for 41 in their second innings. Saveri is in once again to White, who gets a thick outside edge, and I think this has narrowly missed the automatic wicket. Well, White has hit the deck in the process. I think he's hit the inside of his ankle. Yeah, he has, and that has narrowly missed the automatic wicket. It'll be Ryan McFarlane to bowl the 16th over of the innings. He's in now to White, and begins with a good delivery, and White is solid in defence. So the Green Machine trail the Blues by 1 run. The defending champions 4 for 42 in their second innings. As McFarlane's in once again to White, and it's a full toss, and White hammers this down the ground as he gets off the mark in style. So the Green Machine now lead 4 for 46. It'll be Costa Savas to bowl the 17th over of the innings. He's in now to White, and he begins with a wide full toss, and White hammers this through the offside for his second boundary of the innings. It's a gift served up there from Savas, and White has pounced all over it. So the 50 up for the Green Machine, as Savas will continue over the wicket here to White, and this one's a good length delivery outside the off stump. And White leaves this one alone. So the Green Machine 4 for 50 in their second innings. An overall lead of 7 runs. A good start to his innings here from the Green Machine skipper. Here is his side. We'll be hoping he can continue on with it. As Savas is in once again to him now. And he won't be going on with anything, because that is a brilliant catch from Henry Perinara. The Green Machine lose their 5th wicket as the skipper goes for just 8. It's a brilliant reaction catch there from Perinara, who again has a hand in White's wicket in this test match. Zavaz picks up his first wicket of the second innings, and the Green Machine in big trouble in their second innings. 5 for 50 with a lead of just 7, and the Blues are on top. Well, he doesn't drop many, does Perinara. Here is that wicket now brings the vice skipper Hamid al-Bashir to the crease at number 6. Made important runs in his side's first innings when they were in trouble, and he's going to have to stand up again here, you feel. So it'll be Costa Savas to continue to al-Bashir for his first delivery. Here he's in now, this one's a full toss, and he plays it away on the fence, and it's fielded by Maybury for no run. It'll be Peter Fowler by the 18th over of the innings. Here he's in now to al-Bashir, it's a full delivery played down the ground, and it's well stopped off his own bowling there from Fowler, who stuck out a boot to prevent a boundary. Yeah, that was a trademark of Hamid al-Bashir's first innings heroics. He hit well down the ground. Here is the Blues have 3 again on the leg side. This one's a shorter delivery here from Fowler. Oh no, he's hit it over the fence. It goes from bad to worse for the Green Machine. There will be no repeat of Hamid al-Bashir's first innings heroics as he goes for a globe in their second innings. It's a lack of concentration here from al-Bashir, who just could not keep this down. He helps it over the fence. He goes for a duck, and the Green Machine are in massive trouble in this first test match. 6 for 50. Well, the Green Machine lead by just 7, as that wicket now brings Pat McGregor to the crease at number 7. Has only just made his return back to the WCG after a hiatus, and is short on runs. Can he stand up for the Green Machine? So Peter Fowler, who's got 2 for none, will continue to Pat McGregor in his second over. Here he's in now. This one's a good length delivery which hits Pat McGregor on the thigh and slides through to the automatic wicket for no run. So the Blues in a very favourable position in this first test match. As Fowler will continue again now to McGregor, and this one's a good delivery, and McGregor gets a thick inside edge onto his leg, and it drops safely on the offside. So the Green Machine under the pump here in this first test match. They lead by just 7 runs. As Fowler is in for the final ball of the over. This one's a back of a length delivery, and it's slapped down the ground here from McGregor, but it's well stopped there by Fowler. I think it's well swept in the end by Perinara, who prevents a boundary. 6 for 50 after 18. It'll be Michael Maybury to bowl the 19th over of the innings. As in now to McGregor, and he begins with a full delivery outside the off stump. And McGregor is happy enough to leave this alone. So just McGregor, Stepien, Cook and Pasterfield to come for the Green Machine. So the Blues will be sensing a massive opportunity. Here is Maybury, serves up a full toss, and it's hammered by Pat McGregor through mid-wicket for his first boundary. He is off the mark in style and away. So Maybury to go around the wicket here to McGregor now. Here he's in now, and this one's a wide delivery outside the off stump, and McGregor has a swing at it, but doesn't make contact. So the Green Machine 6 for 55, an overall lead of just 12 runs. They'll be hoping that their lower order can wag again to give them something to bowl at. As Maybury's in once again to McGregor, and this one pops up on the offside, and it's been given out. He must have got an inside edge onto his body. That's the 7th wicket down here for the Green Machine. Maybury is the man once again. He picks up his 3rd wicket for the innings. He's a tad unfortunate. Here is McGregor. Anywhere that could have popped up to, it's popped up straight to Ryan McFarlane. The Green Machine 7 for 55, as McGregor has to go for just 4. Well, things are beginning to draw thin here for the Green Machine, as that wicket now brings Alex Stepien to the crease at number 8. Was dismissed for a golden duck in the Green Machine first innings, and they'll be hoping things fare better for him here in this one. So that was the end of the Maybury over. It's going to be Troy Hayden to bowl the 20th over of the innings. He begins with a full delivery, and Alex Stepien is solid in defence as he plays this back down the pitch for no run. So the Green Machine lead by just 12 runs. as Hayden will continue to step in around the wicket, and this one's a full toss and he gets an edge onto the fence, and Stepien is going to move through for a single to get off the mark. So Alex Stepien off that dreaded duck, so he'll feel a hell of a lot better for that. The Green Machine 7 for 56 in their second innings, leading by 13 runs. Here the Blues will be sensing an opportunity to wrap this up quickly and chase a very modest target. As Hayden's in once again to Stepien. Oh, he's gone right through him! That's the 8th wicket down! The Green Machine are collapsing in their second innings. Stepien has to go for one. Troy Hayden picks up his second wicket off the test match as he goes right through Alex Stepien. The Green Machine 8 for 56 and on the cusp. And the Blues are on the verge of a first test victory as the Green Machine collapse. So Matt's 11 lead by just 13 runs here, as that wicket now brings Cade Cook, the debutant, to the crease at number 9. What a time for him to come to the crease. Can he stand up with the blade? Oh boy, do they need him to. So it's going to be Troy Hayden who has his tail up to bowl to Cade Cook for his first delivery. Who's in now, it's a full toss, and Cook gets a thick outside edge onto the fence. It's going to be the Blues skipper Brendan Scott to bowl the 21st over of the innings. As in now to Cook, and it's a big hooping in-swinger, and it hits Cook on the leg, and it drops on the leg side for no run. So the Blues looking to wrap this up, as Scott will continue again now to Cook. He's in now, and this one's another hooping in-swinger, and this one knocks Cook over. So unfortunately he can't replicate his heroics with the ball. His first 2 innings with the bat yield 0, as he's dismissed for a pair. And the Blues are just 1 wicket away now from wrapping this Matt's 11 disaster up. Well, Matt's 11 have lost 6 for 15 in the last 10 overs or so, as that wicket now brings Mark Passerfield to the crease, the last hope for the Green Machine. Can he stand up with the bat and play the knock of all knocks? Here he'll have to contend with the Blue skipper first up. Here he's in now, and this one's a hooping in-swinger again, and there's a big appeal, but it's been given not out. It'll be Joe Severi to bowl the 23rd over of the innings. In now to Passerfield, and Passerfield bats this down the ground, but it's well fielded there by Troy Hayden, who moves away to his left and makes a good stop. So the Green Machine 9 for 60 in their second innings, and leading by just 17 runs. And Severi's in now to Passerfield. Oh, is this it? It is it! Passerfield hits this over the fence. The Green Machine innings is over. Passerfield goes for a duck, and the Blues will require just 18 runs for victory here in the first test match. The Green Machine have lost their last 7 wickets for just 19 runs, and the Blues now look certain to draw first blood in the test series. So in what has been another pretty ordinary display with the bat for the defending champions, they have been rolled for just 60 in their second innings, an overall lead of just 17 runs, and barring an absolute miracle, the Blues are going to go 1 up in the test series. Daniel Arnold top scoring with 19, Joey Azar making 16, and no one else managed to reach double figures. Michael Mabry, the chief destroyer with the ball for the men in blue, taking 3 for 8, and the first test result looks a formality now. So when we return, it will be the Blues run chase. They require just 18 runs for victory to draw first blood in this test series, and the Green Machine are going to need a miracle if they're going to avoid defeat here.